Hey sister friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you guys a tutorial on this makeup look I have here. I actually did something a little more crazy and exciting, I think, because I did a glitter lip. You can't really tell here, but there's glitter on my lips and it's pretty cool. The camera is not really like capturing how cool it looks in person, but yes. Anyways, if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Hola, 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 hola. So I'm gonna go ahead. I already prepped my face. I used the Believe Aqua Bomb and the Hangover X primer. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and start with my foundation. I'm using the Cover FX foundation today. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that all over my face. Like that. And I'm just gonna take my Morphe like sponge. It's still really wet. And I'm just gonna dab that. So I'm gonna use motions like pressing it into the skin, not moving it around. I'm just gonna be dabbing it all over my face and evenly so it can get everywhere. So I'm just gonna do that all throughout my face and down to my neck. So now that I have my foundation set and I look really pale, I'm gonna go ahead and take my Makeup Forever HD foundation stick, and this is Y77. I just use this shade to contour. It's one of my favorite foundations. So I also got one in a darker shade just so I can contour also. So I'm gonna take this beauty blender and I'm just gonna do the same thing, but only on like my cheekbone where my contour would go. And then I just put a little bit on my forehead. So now that I have my cream contour or my contour there, now I'm going to go in with my concealer. This is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I am going to put that under my eyes. I'm using the viewfinder on my camera, so if I'm looking like up, that's what I'm looking at. So when I do my concealer, I put my concealer under both of my eyes and then I dab it out with the same sponge, just the pointy side. And then when I do one, I set it right away and then I do the other eye, just because I feel like I crease really fast. And I'm using my Laura Mercier setting powder to set my concealer and my whole face after. I'm gonna dab this out with the pointy side. Bring it up to my eyelid. Ah, focus. Eyelid like that. So now that I have that, I'm gonna take my Real Technique sponge, the pointy side. I'm gonna just dip that in my Laura Mercier setting powder like that, and I'm just gonna set my eye like that. Okay, now I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna brush it off, I'm just gonna leave it for now, and then I'm gonna do the same thing to this eye. So now that I have my under eye set, I'm going to go ahead and set all of my face. I'm going to be using the same Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm also going to be using the Morphe E3, looks like that, and I'm just going to just set all of my face. So now that I set my face, I'm going to go ahead and do my contour. Today I'm going to be using the Physician Formula Butter Bronzer and my brush that looks like this. And I'm just going to contour my face. And just... So when I contour my face, I just follow like my ear and then I just kind of angle it a little bit. So that's where I usually keep my contour. So now that I did my contour, I'm going to go ahead and bake. So with my sponge, the same thing I did for my baking, I'm going to dip it in my translucent powder, and I'm just going to kind of clean it up and make a line under my bronzer so it doesn't look like messy and like all the way down here. So with this, I'm just going to take it and just like tap it on there. And this is going to be my baking process. So I'm going to leave it. And when I bake, I like to kind of follow like my earlobe, because if it's like if my contour is like where my earlobe is, then that's too low. So when I do my baking, I just kind of like follow my earlobe and then I just angle it down. So with this side, I'm just going to take a little bit more, the angled side. You can see it more. So with this angled side, I'm going to take a little bit more and do the same thing to this side. And this one kind of leaves it marked a little bit better. Like that. So I'm just going to leave this on while I do the rest of my face, and then at the end I'll just wipe it off. I'm actually going to do my brows off camera because it takes me forever, so I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back with my crazy eyebrows. I know they look so dark and so just whoa, but with my makeup it's just gonna balance out, so just wait. So I'm actually gonna take my Modern Renaissance palette, and with this I'm gonna take the color this light purple up here. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that on a blending brush, and I'm just gonna put this on my crease, just on my crease like that. And I'm going to take it all the way in also. Okay, so I actually forgot to do one step. So before I keep going on my eyes and keep having fallout, I'm actually going to put a lot of Laura Mercier under my eyes, just if I have some fallout or like some of the eyeshadow gets on the bottom, like down here, I can just wipe that away and I don't have to worry about like making a mess. So I'm just gonna do the same thing I did earlier, but I'm gonna put a lot, that way I can just wipe it off. And you should be, the more like you put, the easier it is to wipe off and like not worry about it getting everywhere, or your like fallout getting everywhere. And yes, I know this is wasting product, I cry too, but honestly, like what can you do? Do you want purple eyeshadow everywhere, or do you just want to set it and forget it? Now I can keep going. Yep, that's good. So the same, I'm just going to get a little bit more of that color and put it on my crease again. Just really like defining that crease. Now this side. And now with the color Red Ochre, which is this red one right here, with the same brush, I'm going to take it and put it right on top of that color. So now I'm going to take a different blending brush. This doesn't have color on it. I'm just going to blend all of that out. So now with this orange, I kind of want to use it to make it a little bit more red. I'm going to take this blending brush that I used to blend it out that had nothing on it, and I'm just going to like kind of tap it on there, not so much blending it, just kind of like tapping it on there. So it looks a little bit more red. Now I'm gonna So now that I have that, I'm actually gonna go ahead and put my wing, and I'm gonna be using my favorite eyeliner, which is the Sephora collection eyeliner, and I'm just gonna take that and make a wing. So let's see if I can do this on camera, you guys. I don't think so, but I'll try. I just tried doing my eyeliner on camera. It was actually a little bit harder than I thought. They did come out a little different, not too bad, but I'm just gonna leave it like this because I know if I keep messing with it, it's gonna get real bad. So I'm gonna leave it before I look like a raccoon by the end of this video. So I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. Now with the smaller blending brush, I'm gonna take that brown and put it like right there also. Like that. Now this side. Like I'm barely touching it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put on some lashes and then I will be back. So I put my lashes and I lined my waterline, which is like the inner part of my eye, with black eyeliner. Now I'm just gonna wipe away this under my eyes so I can finish my eyes. I'm just gonna be using the same brush I used to set my eyes to wipe that off. So setting that off. So now with the small pencil brush, this is actually the Morphe E36. I'm gonna go ahead and take this the first shade I used and the red ochre. So first I want to put the purple on like the bottom on my, what is this? Lower lash line. Forgot the name. So now I'm going to take my mascara. I'm just going to be using the Urban Decay Perversion mascara, and I'm going to line my top. So for my bottom lashes, I'm using the Tartiest mascara from Too Faced. I mean, not Too Faced, Tarte. My eyeshadow done pretty much. I'm gonna take the same brush and wipe this off. Now I'm just gonna wipe it off. And if you guys can tell, it kind of made like that like clean line without actually leaving like a harsh line on there. So now I'm gonna do my highlight, probably one of my favorite parts of makeup. I'm gonna be using the Morphe M501. It looks like that. It's like a little round one, but kind of fluffy. And then the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. So with this, I'm just gonna dip my brush in this, and I'm gonna swirl it a lot to get a lot of it on there. And then I'm gonna get my Mario Badescu facial spray, and I'm just gonna spray my brush like that. Get all of it. And I'm just gonna take my brush and put it on like that. And then I'm gonna do the same thing to this side. Dang. This one showed better, huh? So if you like how this looks, you can just add a nude lipstick and call it a day and you're like set. But I'm gonna take it up a notch just because it's Valentine's Day. I'm gonna actually take the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in Stark Naked, and I'm gonna line all of my lips with that. And make sure you like define the shape of your lips, just cause for the next step you're gonna really want to know like the shape of your lips and how you want to really have like that outline so you don't make a mess. So I'm just gonna, okay, so now that I lined on my lips, and like I'm gonna take my Sephora Always Red liquid lipstick and I'm gonna put that right on top. So now that I have my red lipstick, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Too Faced glitter glue and I'm gonna put that on the back of my hand. I'm gonna take a tiny little brush like this. This is the Morphe 174, and I'm gonna take that glue and I'm gonna put it all on my lips, like. But I'm just tapping it on my lips. I'm not rubbing it. I'm just tapping it on my lips. Now I'm taking the color Runaway Red from Bulk Glitter Cosmetics. And I'm just going to dip the same brush in there. And I'm just going to start tapping the glitter on my lips. I don't think you guys can really see it, huh? So I'm actually gonna take a pink glitter that I have, and I'm just gonna put that like right on the center of my lips and on my cupid's bow. And the pink glitter that I used is called Blushes Pink. It's like this light pink one. Okay, so yeah. This is pretty much what I came up with. If you'd like, you can go in with more of the red ochre to make it more red, which is what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to take the color Red Ochre in the Modern Renaissance, and I'm just going to like make my eyeshadow a little bit more red, because so now I'm going to take my Mario Badescu Rose Water, and I'm just going to spray all of my face. Woo, woo, woo. My eyes like twitching. So that was actually it, you guys, for my makeup tutorial. This is the final look. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. So yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video, and yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!